Good morning, everybody. I'm Annette Gipp, and I love to see this place all filled with all your smiling, excited faces on this beautiful day. And I wish I could see you online, but I can't, and welcome to Unity Chicago this morning. And thank you, Peter, and your quartet for getting us all mellow for today's talk. Now for some brief announcements. If you'd like more information about how to register for classes and do different things, and register for our 2 weekly e-blasts, go to unitychicago.org, and you can learn more about it there, and you'll know what we're doing. We can only do so much on Sunday to tell you what's going on, but everything is on there. With COVID-19 still a part of our world, masks are optional but recommended, and they are required if you're working with our Sunday school class. And as always, check your phone. You might think you turned it off, and maybe you didn't. And we have beautiful music for you today, and we don't want to hear yours. So make sure your phones are in meditation mode and you're totally present for today's service. Our daily word today is, I discover holiness everywhere and in everyone. There are certain places I visit where the presence of God feels especially near, places that I feel holy. These may include churches and other houses of worship, shrines, favorite places in nature, any destination where I become vividly aware of the divine presence is holy ground. I remember these words from the Prayer for Protection by Unity poet James Zillett Freeman. Wherever I am, God is. The divine presence, I know, lives within me. It is the true essence of my life and of every life. Today, my understanding expands. I discover the divine presence all around me and find holiness everywhere. Every person is a holy being. Every place is holy ground. And from Genesis 28, verse 16, when Jacob woke from his sleep and said, "Surely the Lord is in this place, and I did not know it." And now would all here in person and online join me in saying our prayer, assured. Today I shall be anxious about nothing. Through prayer and meditation, I fully render my situations and concerns to the loving presence of God. And with gratitude, I rest in the assurance my request is fulfilled, and so it is. And now, we invite you to speak the names of those you would like held in prayer into this sacred space, here and at home. Also, we ask that you include the names of those who are asking for prayer on the screen and those here who have a prayer request in their heart. Written prayers may be placed in the prayer box located on the Unity table in the hallway. If you are joining us online and have a prayer request, please go to unitychicago.org and click on Prayer Request, then Submit Prayer Request. One of Unity's prayer chaplains will be in touch with you shortly. And we're so lucky today to have our wonderful prayer chaplains with us. Lucy Witt, Paul Witt, Sue Ellen Toby, and Tom Skinner are here to pray with you. They will be willing to greet those who are here in person after the service, and they'll meet you in front right here. That's why they are standing on the prayer step on the steps after service. And they'll take you to a place of quiet for individual and confidential prayers. And now, Patty will lead us in song to prepare us for meditation, guided by our own Jeff Barry. Our guest speaker today is Jeff Barry. Reverend James is in Kansas City at a conference at Unity Village. Jeff is serving the internship portion of his education for Unity's Urban Ministerial School. Jeff has served at Unity Chicago in a variety of capacities as a board of trustee member, class facilitator for new membership, platform assistant, and today as our guest speaker. He continuously emphasizes the importance of knowing and living Unity principles. Jeff's mission is to minister a Unity congregation into loving themselves as individuals and to knowing their oneness with a loving God, all the while without taking any of this or himself too seriously.
Let's prepare for meditation and take in the words of the song. In the name of love, in the name of love, I roar like a fire. In the name of love, in the name of love, in the name of love, beam like a
longtime congregant and friend of Unity Chicago, Gloria McCartney, made her transition this week on Wednesday. When I remember Gloria, I think of a gentle woman who exemplified service to this ministry and to her community by her endless devotion to Sunday morning ushering and teaching yoga classes well into her senior years. She was a lover of animals, and she followed a strict vegetarian diet for a major part of her life. Now she has moved on in her journey. She's become fully aligned with God. Yet she remains in our hearts as a conscious expression of love. As we move into meditation this morning, let's hold Gloria and her family in the light of healing love and in gratitude for showing all of us how life can be lived with elegance and poise. And so now I invite you to put your feet flat on the floor, uncross your legs, rest your hands in your lap, and if you are comfortable, allow your eyes to close at this time and begin to focus on your breath. Understand that breathing is a creative process and that you are creators. As you inhale, let's inhale together. Everyone take a deep breath in and hold it and release. And repeat. Take another breath in and hold it and release. I am love. Allow these words to resonate. I am love. I am joy. I am joy. I celebrate Gloria McCartney this morning. I am fulfilled. I am fulfilled by the Spirit of God and the energy that we are coming together as one body this morning in this room at this time. I am whole. I am not any of the things I imagine myself to be. I am the thing that I know myself to be. I'm not an expression that lacks in any way. I am an expression of God. I am God expressing. And I rest now in the silence, the peace that's available to me at any time, in any place. In silence. am love. I am what I say I am. I am that I am. I am love. I am well. I am complete. I am joyous. And I celebrate my life. I know that in this space I have the opportunity to share myself with everyone around me and my family and my friends. I step into service, and I know that I am in the right place at the right time. For my awareness of this, I am grateful. More than anything, I am grateful. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. And in the light of this truth, we say it is. Amen. And amen. Now please say hello to our friend Bruce Henry.
Good morning, everyone. I was born by the river in a little tent. Whoa, just like that river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long, long time coming, but I know change is gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die, 'cause I don't know what's up there beyond that old sky. It's been a long, long time coming, but I know change is gonna come. Oh, yes it will. So I go to my brother, and I ask my brother, can you help me please? Oh, but sometimes my only brother, he ends up knocking me down upon my knees. There were times when I thought I knew I couldn't last too long, but now I know I'm able to carry on, 'cause it's been a long time coming, but I know change is gonna come. Oh, yes, yes it will, yes it will. I go to my only brother and I ask my brother, please. Well, but sometimes even my only brother, Lord, he ends up knocking me down upon my knees. There were times when I thought I knew I couldn't last too long. Now I know I'm able to carry on, 'cause it's been a long time coming. But I know that a change is gonna come. Oh, yes it will, yes it will. It's been a long time coming. But I know a change will come. Change will come.
Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone? What about these guys? Dave, Sarah, Kurt, Peter, Patty, and Bruce. The best. The best. Right? It's a great pleasure for me to be here today with all of you. I really love to come here and talk. You all know that. I want to thank Reverend James Parker for inviting me to continue to come up here and share with you. That's important to me and I love it. A few weeks ago, we took a road trip together. And one of the points that I want to review with you today, which I may not have made so specifically at that time, is that we're always on a journey. And that is really what this life experience is all boils down to. But this isn't a new idea. And it's one that we've talked about over the years here at Unity and beyond. It's a thing that unites us all in our oneness. All of us being expressions of God, or whatever you call your higher power. Your awareness is what we're cultivating. And we're doing this not only for ourselves in our daily practices of meditation and prayer, but we are doing it for each other as we move along the path. We're all on the same path. That being the journey or the road trip to enlightenment. And it's just that we have to also understand that we're all in different places on that path, and that's okay. Father Richard Rohr, in his book, Falling Upward, says each of us has to walk the journey for ourselves before we get the big picture of human life. It's like that story I told you about the caterpillar a few weeks ago, crawling across the oriental carpet, color after color, not knowing where he's going. Goes into his cocoon and turns out to be a butterfly. And he flies up over the whole carpet and he can see the entire pattern. Metaphorically, our journey is a transitional process, with the goal being spiritual awareness. Any attempt that we make in rationalizing its purpose diminishes the importance of understanding our innate desire to exemplify God in human form. So now that we've got a handle on the journey as it applies to all of us, I want to talk today about what we're actually doing on the path in terms of conscious evolution. That's where the title of my talk today comes from, Rebuilding Jerusalem. Revealing Word says of Jerusalem, it is the spiritual center in consciousness. When we go deep into the silent recesses of our being, we realize a stillness and a sweetness beyond expression. This Jerusalem is our heaven on earth. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 1 reads, "For we know that if the earthly tent we live in is destroyed, we have a building from God, an eternal house in heaven, not built by human hands." By the time we realize that this journey of life is not always just a bowl of cherries, the feeling we have is that if our tents have not been destroyed altogether, they've at least been ripped a little bit by the wind. When we notice it and we start to survey the damage, we can get lost and we can no longer see that we're on the path that was laid out for us, this path towards spiritual enlightenment. Fear can set in. A sense of confusion and hopelessness can capture our attention more each day until we feel that our compass is spinning out of control. Richard Rohr describes this turmoil as the fall. And he says in Falling Upward that it's a transitional time in which we discover certain truths about ourselves and our lives. Before the fall, we are in a construct period, sorting through our options and choosing which pursuits will get us where we want to be. This is the way we build our external containers that we share with the world around us. Our careers, our homes, our cars, even our spousal relationships. And those types of identifiers that we want to be associated with. We have an unquenchable desire to get our ducks in a row and to know things without a doubt. This accumulated imagery keeps us firmly in the perspective of wanting more, always needing to be fed. The short-lived highs become peppered with dissatisfaction, and they can become overwhelming. These imagined failures can manifest in ways such as illness, accumulated debt, or even personal relationship dissolution. Finally, the last straw presents itself, and Richard Rohr's fall becomes a demonstration at some level. We've all experienced, or we know someone who has had a fall. It can be like, or feel like described as hitting bottom. Richard Rohr says, the human ego prefers anything, just about anything, to falling or changing or dying. The ego is the part of you that loves the status quo. even when it's not working. It attaches to the past and the present, and it fears the future. In his book, Finding Yourself in Transition, writer Robert Brummett says, transitional suffering can provide a breakthrough necessary to live an entirely different life. And Dr. Jean Houston writes, suffering gives us eyes and ears to see and hear what our normal eyes and ears cannot. The entry of the sacred, the possibility of redemption. Revealing Word defines redemption as the process by which life and substance of man's lesser self are brought to conform with the standards of his spiritual self. This lesser self is our before the fall container, the container self that we've assembled so arduously. Now, I could go on and on with astute quotes by poets and philosophers and writers of all sorts about the enlightening benefits available within hard-felt events. The important thing I want you to understand is that these good news ideas aren't always evident in the our need to know things for sure, to be certain of how our life is going to be lived. I told a story once about a farmer whose horse, his neighbor commiserated, only to be told, who knows what's good or bad? And sure enough, the next day, the horse came back and brought with him a drove of wild horses. The neighbor full of congratulations for his windfall. And again, he receives the same observation. Who knows what's good or bad? Well, again, it proved to be true because the next day, the farmer's son tried to mount one of the wild horses and ride, and he fell off and he broke his leg. More commiserating from the neighbor. And again, is told, who knows what's good or bad? And for the fourth time, the farmer's advice proved true because on the following day, the soldiers came commandeering for the army. And because of the son's injury, he was exempt from serving. The point of this story and all of our stories about falling is that appearances can be deceiving. Jerusalem is a classic story of life in transition. To this day, Jerusalem struggles to define itself and redefine itself. Book of Micah, chapter 7, verse 11 says, on the day, it will be a day for rebuilding your walls. On that day, your boundary will be extended. Rebuilding our lives after what appears to be a setback. On that day, your boundary will be extended. Biblical times seem pretty fluid concept, but historically, Jerusalem remained unprotected by its walls after they had been destroyed for over 200 years. And the amazing story is that Nehemiah was accredited with rebuilding them in just 52 days. Similarly, now, as then, the concept of time is pretty fluid. especially when you're maintaining a metaphysical perspective, which is Unity's way of measuring all concepts. The point that I'm really interested in having you take away this morning is that holding on to prehistoric ideas of how to live, the way life used to be, what's already past, or even what's happening now, it will slow down the rebuilding of our future understanding and spiritual awareness. Holding on to our first half of life containers prevents us from entering the Jerusalem of our own experience. Wherever you are, or whatever you think you understand, you're probably wondering somewhere in the back of your thoughts, when are we going to get there? And you find the answer to that question when you start to begin the construction of your second half of life image and regularly acknowledge the presence of God. The book of Revelation, chapter 22, verse 22, says of the New Jerusalem and the New Eden, on each side of the river stood the tree of life, bearing 12 crops of fruit, yielding its fruit every month. And the leaves of the tree are for healing of the nations. The 12 crops of fruit, one for every month, represent the 12 apostles, or in Unity, our 12 innate powers that we come into the awareness of after our fall. This image of their presence, the presence, will continuously become more evident when you devote yourself to a regular prayer and meditation practice. This is Unity's fourth principle. The long journey is from your head to your heart. And I'm asking you today to stay the course. Don't keep looking behind you. The promised land, your Jerusalem, is just over the next hill. Namaste. Thank you. Hold my water. I need my water.
Thank you so much, Jeff, for getting us back on the road. And now it's time to welcome back Bruce Henry.
This is a little song called Heal the Land. A prayer to heal the land. Innocent blood in the land, so much killing in the land. People are dying in the land. Our prayer is to heal the land. There is hatred in the land. There is crime all in the land. No love in the land. Our prayer is to heal the land. Heal the land. my prayer is, come on to heal the land, heal the land. Yes, heal the land. My prayer is to heal the land. With a prayer, heal the land. Come on, heal the land. My prayer is to heal the land. One more thing. So many crises in the land. There's no peace all in the land. There is no love in the land. So my prayer is, come on, God, heal the land, heal the land. Maybe you can say it, heal the land. My prayer is, come on, with our words and our thoughts and our deeds, we can heal the land. Oh, heal the land. My prayer is, we gotta, come on, yeah, heal the land, heal the land. But just make it real soft like this, man. Break it down, break it way down. That's the prayer we're saying. Prayer can do it, prayer can do it. And a song ain't nothing but a prayer. And heal the land. My prayer is, come on and heal the land, heal the land, heal the land. My prayer is, heal the land. My prayer is to heal the land.
Thanks, Henry.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Bruce. Thank you, guys. I've been doing a lot of work in the past several months. Use this affirmation, divine love prospers. Little affirmation, and I've worked with it. And the interesting thing is that the more I've worked with it, it's come to mean something different to me. Because I was thinking, oh, divine love prospers me, prosperity, I'm going to get money. Coming my way, I'm getting it. And what I have come to realize from this is that money isn't what's prospering me. It's not the money. It's the divine love. It's my awareness of love. And we say this blessing every week together. And I want you to think about that it's divine love, and we all have it. So we're all prosperous. That's who we are, that's what we are. So, let's do it. Divine love, richly flowing through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I'm grateful for the blessings of this day. I'm grateful for the blessings on the way. So it is.
Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing. Come on, sing. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My health. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you.
Now, if ushers would come forward, and let's all bless this offering together today, please. Mother, Father God, we are grateful for these gifts. They help this ministry to grow and prosper. As we recognize our own prosperity, we know that all of this and so much more is true. And so it is. Amen.
Have you all made your donations for our fabulous outreach team to help our students at Central Romero go back to school with everything they need? We've been doing really well, but if you haven't, today's the very last day. Now, you may not have time to run out and buy anything today, but you can make a generous donation to us in person or online at unitychicago.org. Under donation, you just click, and underneath the top drop-down thing says, talks about Central Romero, and you can do a donation that way. And we thank everybody for doing it, and I'm sure when it's all done, our chair will let us know how well we did. But we got one more day, so push it, do it. Great, okay. Now it's time to welcome new folks. And everyone here and online. And so if you could hold your hand up real high. Come on. We won't bite, I promise. Yay. Members from our welcome team are coming over, and they're giving you a flower, and they're giving you a little card to fill out and a gift from Unity Chicago, and they'll be available after the service to answer any questions you might have. And we hope you come back and ask all the questions you need. We're so happy you're here. And those of you online, we hope you'll join next week and keep joining. And make sure you visit our website at unitychicago.org to sign up for the e-blasts. The first one we get usually Tuesdays, and it sort of recaps the talk, so you can talk amongst yourselves or think about it more. And the one on Friday gives you more details about what's going on. Now, we've got a lot coming up in September. No need to take out your pens or your phones or anything, because right on your bulletin is everything you need, all the dates, okay, of everything. So you don't have to do that, but I'm going to go over them. The annual membership recommitment forms have gone out. If you are a member of Unity Chicago, an active member, and haven't received one, let us know, and they'll check and make sure that you're a member and that maybe you've moved or something. But it came out email and in the mail, so please get those back by September 7th. You know, active membership is a blessed and highly favored part of the spirit at Unity Chicago. So don't forget to fill it out. It takes 2 minutes, and do it thoughtfully. and get it back by Wednesday, September 7th. Now, we got lots coming up in September. We're really picking up because we're getting more people involved, and we're so excited to get going. And we're going to have a special outdoor Sunday service on September 4th, weather permitting, of course. Don't worry about that. Held on our south lawn, which is sort of facing the beach there. I think it's our lawn without grass, I think. But anyway, that's where we're going to have our service outdoors and enjoy this beautiful place. And so that's going to start the same time, 11:15, so we hope you're all there. And Unity's World Day of Prayer is held on Thursday, September 8th, and we're going to have a service right here in our sanctuary here, and it's going to be run by our chaplains and I think our spiritual renewal group, and it's 7 p.m., 7 to 8, and join us for a fabulous and peaceful evening of prayer, candle lighting, and a crystal bowl sound meditation by Preston Click, many of you know. So it's going to be really a special time for you to be here. And the next new member class starts September 10th. You're going to be busy in September, so I'm glad everything's on your bulletin. And it's at 10 a.m. and will be held for 3 consecutive Saturdays with our own Jeff Berry will be leading it for you, and it'll give you a chance to become an active member of Unity in Chicago. It is a requirement to become a new member. Okay, now, one other thing. Hot Dog Day. We haven't been able to have it for a while, but we're going to have it this year on the 18th, on Sunday after service, and we're going to be grilling outside and meeting and greeting each other in a whole different way. After the service, we will have a service. And it says, enjoy barbecue, games, live music, and community. And we need, of course, to have all these wonderful things, we need volunteers. So if you're able to volunteer for any of these events, please let us know. Now for Hot Dog Day, we're going to keep asking. We need help with grills. Ours is somewhere in the back of a storage locker. So we'd like people that have grills to bring them, and we'd like some chefs who are willing to help us grill. This is really special. Today's beautiful flowers are donated by Eric Kugelman and Michael Surgeon, and they would like to share these words. 9 years ago, we celebrated our marriage at Unity Chicago. We have been blessed 100-fold with a wonderful life, good friends, and a prosperous business, thanks to our participation at Unity. So that's really exciting. So happy anniversary. And you too can celebrate milestones, special occasions, and just for fun days by donating flowers for the platform. Stop by the Unity table after the service for information about available dates. Now, the Youth and Family Ministry would love to have you join their team as volunteer to work with our youth and teens. We are specifically needing volunteers on 2 dates coming up, September 11th and November 6th. So if you are young at heart or would like to be younger at heart and feel the desire to be a positive light in the life of a child or teen, please contact the Youth Ministry Director, Sharice Parham, at Youth Ministry Director at unitychicago.org. So, you got all that? Okay, well, there'd be a test. And you know what? After service, there's always coffee and friendship in the room right behind us. So don't just go running out the door. Donate a couple more minutes of your time and go and meet new people. Everybody talk to someone new that you've never seen before. Okay, and now Bruce Henry is gonna rock us out of here.
Yeah. You know what to do. Come on, y'all. I'm your brother. I was raised here in this living hell. You don't know my kind in your world. Fairly soon the time will tell. Oh, you are telling me the things you're gonna do for me. Come on. I ain't blind and I don't like what I think I see.
Taking it to the street.
Taking it to the street.
Taking it to the street.
No more on that.
Taking it to the street.
And taking it to the street.
Taking it to the street.
I take this message to my brother. You will find him living everywhere, wherever people live together, all tied in poverty's despair. Oh, you are telling me the things you're gonna do for me. Said I ain't blind and I don't like what I think I see.
Taking it to the street.
Take it to the street.
Taking it to the street.
No more on that.
Taking it to the street.
No more hiding.
Taking it to the street. Taking it to the
Oh, you are telling me the things you're gonna do for me. Oh, I ain't blind and I don't like what I think I see.
Taking it to the street.
No more on it.
Taking it to the street.
No more hiding.
Taking it to the street.
Tell my sister, yeah.
Taking it to the street.
Got to tell my brother.
Taking it to the street.
Gonna tell my mother.
Taking it to the street.
Gonna take it to the street,
Taking
y'all.
it to the street.
Somebody go like that.
Taking it to the street.
Got to take it to the street.
Taking it to the street.
Take it to the street.
Taking it to the street.
No more hiding.
Taking it to the street. Taking it to the street.
Taking it to the street.
Taking it to the street.
Taking it to the street.
Taking it to the street. Bruce Henry, Dave, Sarah, Kurt, Peter Polsat Quartet. Let's take it home. Weave us together, weave us together in unity and love. Weave us together, weave us together, together, and let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all our surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.